Hey artists! If you're here watching this video, you are creating the Earth 1-point perspective drawing where you have city buildings popping off. I started by sketching a circle quickly. For your final drawing, I do have some circle tracers, but while you're practicing, I would like you to do just a sketch of a circle. After that, you can see I put a vanishing point in the middle, and I'm working on making my perfect rectangles in squares. Remember how we were using the ruler and lining up our ruler with the edges of our paper and trying to make it look as nice as possible. I'm even making the letter for my name because you can create any sort of shape that you want. So I'm trying to create a variety of ideas for you and options when you are creating your city buildings. After I am done creating my shapes, I'm going to make sure every single line that can reach the vanishing point goes to the vanishing point. Something new you might notice is that I am stopping the line before it actually touches the vanishing point. So some of my lines are shorter and longer than others, and you'll see why in just a little bit. So I'm going to go around all of my corners and basically play connect the dot and see what I can make. Next, we are going to be creating some parallel lines. Parallel lines never ever cross. You can see I'm taking a pen right here where I'm going to make parallel lines that match these lines at the top. You don't need to use a pen. I'm just trying to help you see what I'm talking about while I'm working today. So you can see I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to line it up with that purplish line, and I'm going to create another line there. Now it looks like railroad track lines. If I were to put a railroad train on there, it would go off the paper and it would never ever cross because they are parallel lines. You can see I am creating another right angle at the bottom of my building, and this is how you close them off. When it's a circular image, you just have to make a curved line. Okay, so on my M, it's really tricky, but I have to pay attention to each line and line it up. So you'll see I'll slide my ruler down, and I'm going to create two lines that close off the top of my M. This is more complicated. You don't have to do complicated shapes like this, but I wanted to give you an example if you do want to challenge yourself to do this. See, I've been erasing my lines as I go too, and now I have these floating buildings that are going towards the vanishing point, so they are in bird's eye perspective, so it looks like accurate 1-point perspective. Now the next step is that you're going to create sidings. So you're going to create windows and doors. Before I said this was more like a level 2 project, but after I tried it with one class, I think this might be our toughest project if you work on creating details on the siding. So really focus on trying your best and asking me lots of questions and working with your team members at your table to make sure everything is lined up with perspective. You can see I use my ruler to kind of make marks at the top, and then I put little dashes and lined up those lines with the vanishing point too. This next example, I'm going to show you how to create windows. So you need 2 lines. Again, they have to line up with the vanishing point to create a window. So I just created 4 lines to create 2 windows. So 2 lines per window. So you can see right here, I'm doing another example. And then some of my lines aren't perfect right now. I haven't measured the top part yet, but I will get there. So you can see I'm gonna use my ruler now, and I'm gonna make sure that this line is the parallel line with the top of the building. So now I'm gonna fix the bottom of my windows, and again, some of them aren't the right length, so I might have to go back over and touch that up. But I could continue those windows on the bottom as well. If I wanted to just make curved line on this curved building, I could do that too. So there are some examples of how you can create windows and siding. I could have even added a door at the bottom. Have fun!